Hey, you muggles out there, I got a request for more Harry Potter characters. So today we are doing Argus Filch. I mean, you gotta love him and hate him at the same time, right? Right. You just want to just squish his little cheeks and it'll just make him even madder. So we're going to start off with his head. I might have made his head a little bit too big, but you know what? Then you can make it smaller. It happens. His head, I made it look like an egg. An egg-shaped head. Okay, so he's kind of, his head's looking that way, but his eyes are looking this way. So I'm going to come down like this, and I'm going to come right in the middle, okay? And in there, this is his eyes. So we're going to make his eyes straight across, and then you're just going to be like, oh, he's giving that, I am not happy. I do not like my job. I do not like people. I've done this too long. There's a reason for all this. There totally is. Okay, so we're going to give him his little eyes. He's just like, I know you're there, even though Harry Potter's underneath the invisibility cloak. And his nose, we're going to make it, make a little V here. And his mouth, we just made him just this grumpy, disgusted look, okay? So we're going to make his nose come up. Maybe all of it. And then he's got this crease in here. So we have one crease and another. And then he's going to have his, these are called 11 lines. It's the lines you get when you get older, just makes you look a little grumpier. And his eyebrows, we're going to make those touch his eyes, but then they're going to come up because he's got to have that not happy look, right? So what do we know about him? He's the caretaker at Hogwarts and is a squib. I'm giving you a minute. If you can like shout out, I know what a squib is. What is this? I know what a squib is. I'm just letting you have a moment to remember what is a squib. It's a fantastic name, to be honest. I mean, come on. Come on. A squib is somebody that's born with two magical parents and he has no magic ability whatsoever. Budding, nothing. Yeah, he's a little ticked off with the world. All right, we're going to erase this center part. We don't need that anymore. Yeah, he's like, kind of ticked off. Like, hey, I'm around all these scrappy little kids that all have these magical powers and he doesn't, and all he does is clean up their messes because he's the caretaker. Yeah, he's a little ticked off here, you know? He's got a little eyebrows, and then he's got these bags. He's got bags under his eyes. He's like, bagging it up. He's got luggage. And I'm going to give, because he's an old guy, 2 little crease marks right next to his eye, okay? And now we're going to do his chin. So we're going to add maybe just a little oomph to that chin. And then these are called jowls. Jowls are the skin that start, your skin has elastic. It's like electricity, whatever. It's elastic, okay? And when you put the skin, it bounces back. But as you get older, things start going south. It can be your cheeks. It can be your butt. It can be all sorts of things. It can start going south. It happens, okay? Just wait. You're going to get there. I'm not going to say what's going south on me, but things happen, you know. Okay. Anyways, his jowls, these little things, are going south. Okay, well, these are part of his smile lines, getting more prominent. It happens with old age, you know. We got to embrace it and love it, you know. Don't be getting no plastic surgery. I mean, okay, you can, because, I mean, I don't know, would I? If I was, because all the celebrities, you know, they look like they're 20 years old and they're like 60 and 80. They look amazing. Well, probably because they've had so much plastic surgery. So, anyways, not me. All right? I'm just too cheap to spend that kind of money. And I will just grow old gracefully. Look in the mirror. Okay, now we're going to do his hair. So he doesn't really have hair on top of his head. His hair just like, it's long and stringy and just kind of just comes off the side of his head. Just like, oh my gosh. Buddy, he really needs a haircut. No joke. Like, it is just stringy. Oh, Filch. Filchy Filch. All right, so we're just giving him stringy hair. And on this side has his stringy hair too. So we're going to go along the head. Oh, look at that string. It's just asking for it. Stringy string. We're going to put some more stringy hairs up. Bloop. Mr. Filch, kind of need a haircut there, buddy. And on top of his head, I'm going to smooth this out. We're just going to be making 3 hairs because when they get older, they just don't shave it off. They just let the hairs grow. So we're just going to have 1, 2, 3 hairs. 3 hairs that are just hanging on the top of his head. Yeah. We're just going to go, you go, buddy. Yes. Just get those hairs on top of the head. All right, more of the string hair. We're going to be putting a cat in there, so we don't want to put too much. We will add hair in there, but we got his cat. Yeah, his cat's important. Everybody knows his cat's important, right? All right, so we're going to put, this is his shoulder. A schlumpy man here, you know. Sleeve. Come down. And we're going to give him his little creases. All right, I think that's good. And now he is holding a lantern because Hogwarts is very old school. Does it have electricity? I don't know. They kind of like go everything by lamps, but it makes it cool, right? It wouldn't be as fun if he had a flashlight. So he has to have a lantern. This is his like wrist. And we're just going to make a little like square. We know where his hand's going to be. And then the lantern's going to go out of his hand. Doop. And this is going to come down. All right. Okay. So we have this 3 terraces. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I'll do 3, 1 more. Maybe this one I made too big. 1, 2, and we'll make one a little bit bigger. 2, and then this will be 3. 3 little ledges here. Then the middle one's gonna have the circles. Deek, 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 deek. Little circles in there. Those are the vents, so the heat can come out. And this is going to be where the wiring is on the outside. So it's just going to be coming off and going down. And inside, this is the glass. So inside there, we're going to make waves. So it's going to go woohoo, woohoo. This is the wavy glass. And inside, we're going to be doing the light, which actually, it's really fun to do. Okay, this is the bottom of the lantern. I might have made it too long, but you know what? You could make it shorter. Totally fine. And it's going to come in here. And it's a little doot, doot, doot. And then we'll bring this out. In the bottom. And inside here, I just made a line across. It's like the bars in there, so the glass doesn't get broken. And the rest is going to be all about coloring and lighting. All right, let's do his hand. So this is his first knuckle. Second knuckle. We're only seeing 3 knuckles right now. And then the thumb. The thumb is coming underneath. You see how that thumb is? It's just looping right underneath there. So then the handle is going to come right off of it. This is it. And this is kind of like the bottom of his wrist here. I think that's good. We can probably, you know what? I'm probably going to make his wrist a little bit thicker than that because that looked like a skeleton wrist. It's not a skeleton. And we can put lines in here if you want. Okay, that's looking good. It's cat. Okay, what do we know about the cat? Let's see. I wrote it down somewhere. This is the cat. What's the cat's name? He's Mrs. Norris. Cat's name, Mrs. Norris. This is Mrs. Norris. Gosh, sorry. Little brain fart. Everybody gets brain farts. It's normal, right? Come on. Mrs. Norris. And she's kind of like the eyes of Filch and walks around. And if she sees something she doesn't like, she goes and tells him. And then in the Chamber of Secrets, Mrs. Norris, because the snake looked at Mrs. Norris's eyes through I think it's through a puddle. And she was petrified. And Filch was not happy because this is his baby. She's like, wow, little triangle nose. But he was devastated because it was his baby. Oh, his baby. Mrs. Norris. So even when Harry Potter's in the invisibility cloak, it's like he can sense that Harry's there. Like cats, animals have like a sense. Like when the weather's about to change, they just know, that the weather's about to change. This is the bottom lip. And then we're going to put some hair whoop, whoop, on either side. I'll erase this right here. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. And we're going to put some hair underneath. Because like the bottom of his face. All right, so he's going to have his arm is just going to be coming down like, it's being held kind of funny. Like, I'm sure Mrs. Norris is not happy about being held like this, but there it is. That's what it is. Is the other one. Maybe the hands are arms are a little bit too long, but you know what? It's okay. Here we go. Bloop, bloop. And then he's holding the cat underneath, like holding it up. So maybe I want to bring this, so we're going to bring this in just a little bit, and so we can see the hand that's coming out here. And this will be the colored part. All right, happy with it? Yes. Now we need to do his body. So his body's going to be coming off like this. And little feet coming out. It'll be kind of like going in ways. Oh, Mrs. Norris. And I'm going to erase in here so it looks like it's connected. So it doesn't necessarily look like a doll that's been sewn on. And its tail. Big swipey McSwiper tail. All right, there's his little tail. All right, and if you want to make some hair coming off of it, make it look more hairy. All right, so now we're going to I put a big, like, old grandpa sweater on him. So we're going to make this come all the way down. From his chin, all the way down. Yep. And now I can make the hair. So this is going to be the other half of his chin. His sweater. Ugly green sweater, which is one of my favorite colors. But anyways, it's a green sweater. And then he has his other sweater on this side. And it's just going to come right off of his elbow. There we go. What else do we know? He works as a Hogwarts caretaker for over 30 years, starting in 1968. Whoa. So he has been doing this forever. So, taking a poll, do you think that Argus knows every little nook and cranny of the castle? Yes, he does. Not every. Who would probably know? Like, he knows all the secret passageways. He knows all that. The only other two that know just as much as him is the Weasley twins, because they had the map that showed all the secret passageways. So, yeah. Oh, you know what? I probably made this too wide, but that's okay. We're going to put his belt in here. It's going to be somewhere in here. Totally fine. And then his pants, easy cheesy lemon squeezy. We're just going to be putting some easy. You don't even need to make them very, like, they're just going to be like kind of bleep. I'm sure he doesn't iron his pants, right? Like, I can't even picture. I'm sure he washes his clothes, but it's probably like, he doesn't hang them up. He probably doesn't iron them. It is what it is. Anyways, grumpy old man. If you want to make his face be a little thinner, you can. If you want to bring it thinner. Oof, I kind of massacred that one. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, his shoes. There we go. We got his big old feet. Oh, they're probably not that big. Whew, those are some big feet. Wow. Yeah, I probably made him too big, but I can imagine he probably has big feet. My dad had the biggest feet. He was not a big guy, like 5'10", not tall. His shoe size, 13, like AAA. They were like long boots. And I used to like sticking my shoes inside his shoes, and I'd pretend I was a clown, and I'd walk around. He had to get specially made shoes for his feet because nobody carried that type of shoe. Anyways, that's what he'd do. I only remember him in dress shoes and sandals because he'd get his dress shoes specials he made. Okay, let's see. Do I look anything different? And I just did a little bloop bloop. This is kind of like the showing. Wow, I really made his feet big. That's okay, right? All right. I'm trying to leave it that. Filch, yeah. Anyways, I would Sharpie it and color it. Have fun with it. Oh, you know what? Let's go. We're just going to do... I'll just show you how I did it. Let's Sharpie it. Come on. Can we go around the outside with a Sharpie? Erase. All right, so I'm going to show you how I did the lantern first. So I'm going to start with the golden yellow. So I'm going to go around the outside here with the golden yellow. Then I'm going to start in the middle, press really hard, and as you come out, it's going to get lighter and lighter. Okay? Then you're going to come around here, and you're going to be making the glow. So it's like glowing around it. So you're just going to go a little bit here. And so it's like a circle all the way around. Okay? Then you're going to take a little bit of the light. Let's see, it's the orange or orange-yellow. This is yellow-orange. Start in the middle. We'll press it down, and then you're just going to go, woohoo! Swirl it, and then come around here and just do some lines here. So it just looks like it has like a nice little glow here. Okay? Maybe even a little bit more in the middle here. Okay, I love it. Then we're going to take the gray and we're going to paint our lantern. I made too many lines here, but that's okay. It's totally fine. And down here. Lantern. The gray was going to be like in his eyebrows. We also have in his hair, but his hair is kind of a combination. It's like dirty. It's like dirty blonde gray. So we're going to put some grays in there. We're also going to put some yellow for the blonde and then a little bit of like tan to make it look dirty. Because I have a feeling he probably does not wash that often, right? Anyways. And then I said a little bit of yellow, just to make it look like a dirty blonde. And a little bit of tan to give it that dirtiness to it. Just a little bit here and there. Okay, dirty, dirty. So for the skin, I didn't sharpen any of these. I should have. Okay. So you are going to color the whole thing. This is just medium color of the peach. I'm assuming he's going to be quite pale, but if I do it too light, then you're not going to be able to see it. put it down there. His hands, oh, right here. Hands are going down here. And then this hand. That's the only part of the skin you actually see. I'm going to go around the edge here, just a little bit harder. And of course, under the chin to make it look shadowy. Now I'm going to come in with my tan, go along the Sharpie line. Excellent. Do I know anything else? No. I think one of my favorite scenes with Filch is when it's the seventh book, when they kept going, sixth, maybe it was the sixth. Yeah, it was the sixth. When they kept going in the room of requirements, where they turned it into a place to like learn how to do charms and things like that. And they made like their little Albus Dumbledore, like the warrior club thing. And he kept trying to find them and they would just disappear, and he kept trying to figure out how to get where they were. It was hilarious. Of course, I think Malfoy's the one that had them get caught. But anyways, that was a fun part. All right, so we just went around the outside. I'm going to give him just a little bit of rosy cheeks. I usually don't on bad guys, but there's a little piece of me that just feels sorry for him because he is a squib. Poor guy. Like, he'll never be able to be what the students are. I think he's a little sad on that, you know? And I even went in with light brown, which I need to sharpen. And I think I went in and just gave it some right around the eyes just to make it look more dark. All right, I think that is good. And of course, under the chin. Always under the chin. Wow, he just looks so grumpy. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. Now his outfit, I just use a jade green. Just color the whole thing. His little old man sweater, which I probably would wear. All right, just color the whole thing. And this one. Okay. I'm always running out of time. That's the story of my life. Like, I'm going to go take somebody from church. They don't have a car, and they need to go with their baby to the doctor. So I'm going to go take them to the doctors. And I brought a book so I can just sit and wait. Anyways, I'm very blessed to be able to have a car that I can drive. So where much is given, much is expected. Okay, so to make this more like old, I'm going to take the brown and let's just put like a brown undertone into it to make it just look old and dirty. I might even use regular green. It looks like I did. Just making it look old. You know, it's probably been like 20 years. Oops. Probably been 20 years since he's washed it. You know, it might have this old smell to it. A little musty, a little stinky musty. And then I'm going to take a regular, this is just green, regular green. I think that, yeah, so we're going to make some shadows in here. And it looks like it has a little green. Good job. Okay. I think that looks good. What is your favorite scene of like him? Also, when Harry Potter goes into the library that is restricted and he has the cloak on, and I think Filch comes in and he noticed that something's not right. So, all right, for the clothes, we're just making it look old. So this is the shoes, tan. So make the shoes tan. Sweater, tan, but we're going to put some brown on it. The cat, there's a lot of tan and yellow in there. Belt, tan. Okay. We're just going to put some color in the cat. He's kind of going to be like a mixture of colors. But we're putting some tan in there. And so I'll put some yellow and brown in there too. Okay, so his pants are going to be a regular brown. So you're just going to color. And I might even do an undertone of like light brown or tan. But dark brown. You got this? Dark brown, dark brown. Psh, got it. I might even put some little hairs in there. Go underneath here. I didn't color its nose. What color should I make his nose? Maybe pink? Let's see what it looked like if I just colored it pink. Boop, boop, boop. Can't even tell. Yep, cute. And I'm going to color him yellow. So he's going to have like a calico yellowy cat. So keep coloring this. You got it. Make it look awesome. And I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.